Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Aries? Five of Cups, Scorpio energy at the foundation of the reading, Aries. Aries, I'm getting an energy here where I feel like you're actually allowing this energy of loss to empower you. It's an energy of understanding that we live in a dualistic world. For everything negative that takes place in your life, you have an opportunity to replace it with something else. You're not allowing yourself to be overly invested into things that are being removed from your life by the universe. I feel this change in priorities for you as well, Aries. Things that you once deemed as important or perceived as being foundational in your life are simply starting to fade away. And lo and behold, your foundation is still stable, or it's being replaced with something new, an upgrade. You're simply over it now. This is a very empowering energy that I'm picking up here, Aries. You're moving on. There's a lot of hope returning to you. And you know, Aries, I feel that this is the energy that's been eclipsed out of your life. With this full moon eclipse that we just had in Scorpio, all the zodiac signs are being affected by this energy in some capacity. It's different for all of you, but I definitely picked this up in the Scorpio and Virgo reading, which I just did. So if you have placements in Scorpio or Virgo, or you don't even have to have placements in those zodiac signs, you might want to check out those readings, because what I'm picking up here with you is very similar. It's this very deep, ancient, karmic patterning that you're being released from. So these are behavioral patterns, ways of living that were just passed down through your family lineage. And a lot of this stuff is now coming to surface as things that really just don't suit us moving forward. So there's very much an energy of evolution and revolution that I'm picking up for you right now, Aries. What do we have at the sacral, please? Hermit, Virgo energy. It's like you're taking the path least traveled, lighting your way in a direction that you've never taken before, but is more in alignment with the individual you're becoming, Aries. You're no longer repeating these past mistakes that were always making you feel very lonely and stuck. You finally had some sort of clarity come through to you. You're moving in this energy of personal truth. It's also an energy of you really connecting with spirit, connecting with divine source energy to really light your path for you. See, the illusion is that you're alone. Sure, in your waking life, you may be on this path, but in spirit, you have a whole team of ancestors, representatives of the divine, helping you evolve this energy in your life. Because of how influential this is, collectively speaking, what you overcome in your life, Aries, the chains that you break free from, karmically speaking, on your path, have an incremental effect on the collective at large. Each one of us, in a sense, is a superhero in our own life. But we're meant to save ourselves, Aries. By saving ourselves, which is just another way of speaking on you moving in this energy of purpose and destiny, is you showing up in your allocated position inside the collective to therefore now have an energetic influence over the world at large. It's a very purposeful energy I'm getting from you, Aries. It's serious, but in an important way. Because I feel that right now we're in that kind of energy. There's a lot taking place in the energetic realm. It's a war right now. We don't see it because we're living inside the matrix. But make no mistake, what I've been seeing and what I've been channeling through is very chaotic, it's tower energy. I was saying this in the Scorpio and Virgo reading without even seeing the tower here. That's the energy that I'm feeling, and that's also your energy. You're on the right side of this, Aries. You really have nothing to worry about. All you need to worry about is pressing forward and standing in your truth. That's how you can be of assistance during this energy of recalibration, is what they wanted me to say. It's like the collective is being recalibrated. Four of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn energy at the solar plexus. And this speaks about you overcoming any sort of loss now, Aries. You're ready to move on from this. You're not holding on to the past anymore. Four Pentacles in reverse can be an energy of a poverty mindset, a lack mentality. I feel like you're at a point in your life, Aries, where you're very much starting to see how some of these cycles that you were running with these individuals reprogrammed your mind. So you perceive yourself in a distorted kind of way. It's like an energy that wanted to steal your essence, steal your light. And the way that they kept you trapped was distorting your self-image. Four of Pentacles in reverse, the solar plexus. It's like blocked solar plexus energy that wanted you to feel powerless to them, inferior in some capacity here. Just an overall energy of lacking self-esteem. They wanted to zap you of your self-confidence so you would stay put. What do we have at the heart, please? The Sun, Leo energy at the heart. This is quite a dark gray kind of energy that I'm picking up here. But then we have the Sun, which is the happiest card in the tarot. I feel like this is what's at the end of this path here, Aries. It's an energy of success and happiness. But this is also the resulting energy of you releasing this karmic patterning that has been playing out in your life. I feel for some of you, you've been in relationships that parallel the last relationship you were in. For some of you, you were dating people that remind you of people in your family. It's like a spirit that's just been following you around is what I've been picking up here for you, Aries. Just when you think you've moved on to a new cycle, all of a sudden this energy pops back up, rears its ugly head in a new friend, a new coworker, a new individual you're romantically linked to. Take it as it fits. See, when you strip away the illusion, the matrix, and you're just left with the spirit, you start to see that these vessels that show up before us are merely to cloak the spirit within. The spirit within, that really says it all, Aries. There's this karmic curse that I feel has been following you around, and this is what's being eradicated out of your bloodline, and you're the one who's breaking the chains. You're the first one that's been able to do this in your family lineage. I feel that this is all connected to the eclipse. I'm reading, again, this was coming up in the Scorpio and Virgo readings. It's like this ancient energy that's just been around for hundreds of years. See, curses, karmic cycles, generational karma can be simplified in a sense by thinking of behavioral patterns. So they're essentially behavioral patterns that get passed down the family line, year after year, decade after decade, hundreds of years for some of you, without anybody really thinking twice about them. But as time goes on, and as the collective evolves, there's a need to eradicate your energetic signature of this karmic patterning. It's the energy of Ouroboros, right? The snake devouring its own tail. There's no growth there. There's no evolution. It's a de-evolving energy. And in most cases, it goes unnoticed because it didn't really matter, say 50 or 100 years ago. The behavioral patterns that your grandparents were living in didn't really seem like something that was that big of a problem. But then it gets to you and it starts showing up in the way you're living your life, and you're just attracting more of this energy towards you. The curse has gotten to a point where it's noticeable. It's out of control. That spirit has become too powerful. So now you become the chosen one. You have that black sheep energy. The divine chose you to be birthed into this family bloodline to help evolve the energetic signature of that particular family. And now here you are, Aries. See, by breaking, let's say, this curse, the generational patterning, you stop it dead in its tracks. It can no longer move forward or evolve. And so from this point forward, you set a new standard. You rewrite the book. You're starting from a blank page. I channeled this same message in the Scorpio reading, and this is God's promise to you. You didn't even know about this. Subconsciously, you'll start to remember. Things will start to synchronize. You'll start to see that the more you eradicate yourself of this energy, the easier it is to manifest a new life in its place. And that is God's promise to you. Aries, I need you to go down there. I need you to break this curse. Once you're done, I'm going to position you to where you can manifest whatever it is you want and whatever it is you see for your life as you're moving in this energy of purpose. You're being given the keys to the streets. It's a very high ranking, a very powerful position you're being put in to manifest the new standard. What do we have at the throat? 9 of Wands, wow. Sag energy at the throat. And this is representing all your resilience, all your courage, all your persistence despite any of these setbacks. This is you being a true test of faith. You've been through a war, Aries. And now you're being positioned to build on top of the old. Building on the ashes of the old. What do we have at the third eye? I'm starting to get pressure in my third eye, and I just heard make sure, wow, full third eye energy. What a card to follow everything I just said. Make sure you're not entertaining any of these energies from the past. Aries, they're not to have any FaceTime with you. Do not give these energies an audience. Do not give them any opportunity to quite possibly weasel their way back in. Because as slimy as these energies are, Aries, you won't see it coming. And what I mean by that is you'll just wake up and you'll be back in the karmic cycle, back in the nightmare, not knowing how you got from one space to the next. That's how powerful this karmic energy is. Generational karma is very much a spirit, a curse. It's very powerful. Once it knows that you've spotted it, Aries, it will come for you. It will show up in ways you couldn't even possibly imagine, trying to get you to unsee what you've seen. And remember, a lot of this generational karma, these curses, this has been around for hundreds of years, so you can only imagine how powerful this energy is. And like I was saying, it's going to show up in individuals. It's like putting yourself in front of one of these people and then waking up a week later not knowing what happened to that week. It's like it has a way of reprogramming your mind, putting you under some sort of a spell. It has a way of making you see it in a way that it's not. Fool at the third eye. There's a whole new beginning for you here, Aries. You just need to keep pushing forward. You're in a really great position in your life, depending on where you are on this path. You just really need to take a chance on yourself here, Aries, and yourself only. You're the one who got you here, no one else. The divine is trying to help you plant new seeds in your life, Aries. There's this energy of these new undertakings that you're being presented with in your life, new opportunities. There's also this great wisdom you have now regarding spiritual matters. You're just looking at things much deeper now, Aries. And this is all a part of the way you move. This is why you're starting to seek growth. This is why you're starting to break free of these energies. This is why you're being put in this power position in your life. It really is an energy of you waking up to your purpose, what you came here to do. It's like this energy of a spiritual birthing. It's like you're birthing this new reality based off of your connection with spirit and the divine, manifesting a whole new reality for yourself and for those who follow behind you. What do we have at the crown? There it is, the Tower. Exactly the energy that I've been picking up in the Scorpio, Virgo, and now this reading. I've been feeling this Tower. This is this energy of upheaval in the spiritual realm. There's this reorganization of energy. It's an energy of like the great recalibration. And you're all a part of this, Aries. Because of your awareness, it's all due to the fact that you've been aligning, you've been understanding things, you've been allowing spirit to speak through you. You've been allowing for the mindset of evolution and becoming really just unstuck, Aries, like we all have. The Tower is your energy. It's Aries energy, Mars energy, also Scorpio. There's a lot of change here taking place. For you, it's a very positive change. It is a change that's being built on the rubble of the past. Phoenix rising from the ashes energy. For others, it's complete ruin. It's disgrace because of the way they've been living their life. There's also an energy here surrounding avoidance and trying to avert this disaster, which is what I was picking up with this Nine of Wands at the throat. These energies trying to come back into your life, trying to delay all this from taking place, because they know that you're the key to all of this. You were the Tower in a lot of lives, Aries. Not only your own, but all the individuals that have crossed your path, that have come against you in some capacity. They're feeling the dark side of this Tower. You've had this flash of inspiration, after which nothing can ever remain the same, Aries. There's this destruction that contains within it this whole new universe. You're birthing a new universe into your reality, Aries. What do we have at the foundation for Aries? Too many cards. What do we have at the foundation? Wow. That just fell out a second ago, and here it is again. Unbelievable judgment. What a card to follow up everything I just said. And I read this as judgment, but in its detriment, which is an energy of stagnation, avoidance, right? Which is what I was getting here from this Tower. Avoiding the Tower. First comes the Tower, then comes judgment. Pluto, Scorpio energy with this judgment. These people just absolutely refuse to self-examine. Even now, on the precipice of change, they're still holding on. They're holding on to this illusion, this lie, for dear life. I just heard give up the ghost. It's taken all of this to wake these individuals up. God showing up in their life by way of this Tower and this judgment. And even now, with all of this destruction and chaos staring them in the face, they refuse to let it go. This is a deep form of possession that these individuals are under. This is how powerful these old karmic cycles are, right? This energy of this curse. These individuals would rather walk the plank, stand before a firing line, than to bow before the Creator and surrender and lay down their swords. What do we have at the sacral, please? Ten of Wands, Marbass, Sag energy. It's really adds to what I just said about refusing to lay down their swords, right? It's like here they are. It's like they're fighting to the death, refusing to let go and surrender. I've never heard this one before. I just heard this is Lucifer's elite. They're like kamikaze fighter pilots. Suicide mission kind of energy is what I'm picking up here. What do we have at the solar plexus? King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Bereth, very corrupt, very ruthless, domineering kind of energy that I'm picking up here. Aries, this is them. These are not energies that surrender or change. So for you Aries out there that have been investing time into people that you're hoping would change or awaken, go on this path with you, it's time to get going, Aries. This is not how this is meant to unfold. It's a path that you walk alone. You can't convince anybody to align and wake up spiritually speaking, and you can't program somebody's mind to conceive what it is you conceive in spirit, Aries. A good example of this is the way I channel my readings, or even some other tarot readers. If somebody just stumbled across one of these videos, they're either going to get it, or they're going to think that what I'm saying is absolutely crazy. There's a select group. Just like Lucifer has his elite, so does God. And have a guess who some of God's elite are, Aries. The individuals that understand what I'm speaking about in these channelings, or enough of it to bring some sort of change into their life. You don't have to understand everything all in one go. But if you can take a few things and use them to improve your own life, then your mind will start opening up to some of these other concepts that we're channeling through here. But again, there's something very ancient going on here. I've been getting this energy for a few weeks now, and I guess this is all because of this eclipse. We're breaking out of these cycles that have just been dragging us down for hundreds of years. It's a very exciting time to be alive, Aries. Like I was saying, you're at a point in your life where you're being given the power to rewrite the book, rewrite and reorganize how things are to unfold by way of your influence. And for a lot of you, this has to do with family dynamics. What do we have at the heart, please? And then we have Marchosius, family conflicts, which is the Nine of Wands, Sag energy. So we have Nine of Wands twice now. But I read this, it's Nine of Wands and its detriment. There's this energy that I'm picking up here regarding these individuals from the past. I feel like they're going to say and do things to try and pull you back in the cycle. I just heard, please, Aries, have faith in me. I feel like they're going to use God, Spirit, whatever it is, to try and fool you. It's like they're going to try and be overly familiar with you, Aries, because they know that you're in this defensive energy. You're resistant to their tactics. And then we have Shavakia, which is Temperance, Sag energy, again, reconciliation, right? So, oh wow, I just heard this so clearly. This is quite a message. I just heard God said, Aries, the only reconciliation you're going to be having is with your higher self. You will not be reconciling with any individuals from your past that have been a part of this plot to stop you from stepping into happiness and purpose. You're currently in a time of healing. The divine is upgrading you. The divine is healing you from this old, ancient, karmic wounding that all of us are healing from now. Well, all of us who are aware of what's taking place. There's a lot going on, Aries. Like I said, the energy is very chaotic, but they wanted me to tell you that you are safe because of your dedication and your commitment. You are protected. What do we have at the throat, please? Tower again. Wow. 2 towers, both Aries energy. Amazing. Uriel, the fire of God. Disruption, warns of disasters, aids in transformation, right? Goes along perfectly with what I just said. You're being upgraded. You're being healed. You're safe. It's like, I'm just seeing in my mind's eye like these very kind of violent angels that are coming through and just clearing out all this old stuck energy. It's like these are the war angels that clear the path in a very violent way, spiritually speaking. And yes, it does show up in your everyday waking life as something else. But make no mistake, there's an absolute annihilation taking place in the spirit, Aries. Aries, I just heard that by you committing yourself to this path, which is really just the path of spiritual evolution, standing in your power, going towards your purpose, your destiny, your true heart's desires, your highest happiness, which then results in you living a very abundant, balanced life. As long as you stay that course, your life in the next year is not going to look like it does now. You will look back and you'll be very, very shocked at how much everything has changed. Not only around you, but we're manifesting a new reality inside the collective altogether. Each one of you is working incrementally inside your own lives. And then as long as each one of us does that, there's this collective energy that works in evolving the world around us. It's why they always say, Aries, it starts with you. And there's a lot of truth to that. Though a very cliche term, it's very true. It does start with you. What do we have at the third eye, please? Wow. 10 of Cups. Ha-I-L. Pisces energy. God, master of the universe, divine warrior, confounds the wicked, brings victory and peace. And this goes along with what I just said about your life looking completely different in the next year. Because you're moving in this energy of purpose, which leads you to your highest vibration and happiness and abundance, which that's what the 10 of Cups is. 10 of Cups is the general picture of happiness, whatever that means to you. That's right here. And for pretty much all of us, there's also this energy, because of what's taking place here, of this having this healing effect on our inner child, right? It's like here you are, here's your inner child, and then here's this angel protecting you, watching over you, right? Let's say this is your higher self. This is you right now, and here's your inner child. All 3 levels of your spiritual evolution represented on this 10 of Cups. This is what leads you to the general idea of happiness, this abundant energy of purpose. And that's the first time I've ever looked at that card like that. The 3 levels of spiritual evolution. It's quite beautiful. This is also an energy of you just getting everything you want, Aries, because of the work you're putting in. It's actually very easy once you align and you start moving inside this energy of purpose. What do we have at the crown to close this up, Aries, please? Ah, perfect. 2 of Wands. Aries, that is your energy. Jaleel. The helping God. Love and wisdom. Victory over those who would attack you. And I love this card because it's like you're looking back and you're holding your pulse. You're like, oh my God, right? So this is like you in the future, looking back over your life, the past year, seeing how much has changed. You're like, did that all really happen? Right? It's like you're checking to see if you're even alive, checking your pulse. But this is an energy of you progressing forward, making plans for the future. You're now in an energy where you're able to do that. It's very doable, is what I just heard, whatever that means to you, Aries. I feel a lot of you are trying to move in a certain energy. There's something you're trying to bring into your life, whatever that means to you. And it's like you're looking at everything. You're like, can I pull this off? Aries, I'm here to tell you that yes, you can. As long as you're moving inside this energy, you are supported, okay? So just move in the energy of evolution. Move in the energy of purpose, and anything is possible. Aries, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact information in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Aries. Take care.